Hello, it is time for those juniors to be working on their letters of recommendation. And it's so interesting because there's so many folks out there that don't really know what to do, who's a good recommender, when to ask for these letters, and so forth. And used to when you applied to college, mom and dad, you really just asked for maybe one or two people. And it was around the late fall of the senior year when you got these letters, but that's not the case anymore. A lot of recommenders actually fill up pretty early. They have limits in terms of when they'll write these letters, how many people that they'll write letters for, and so forth. And especially if you're attending a very large public high school, a lot of folks may only commit to writing maybe 50 letters. So, really important first thing is that juniors, you want to realize if you are going to be submitting your applications using the Common Application Platform to apply for college, you need three letters of recommendation. You'll need one from your guidance counselor and two others, ideally from core faculty members that can really speak to your intellectual curiosity, to your level of accomplishment and proficiency in the discipline that you're planning on studying in college. Some universities, like MIT, will be very specific about the subjects that they want to see their recommenders come from in those letters of recommendation. So you may want to check with the universities you're applying to see if there are any specifics in terms of who they want to see these letters come from. But again, we do recommend two letters of recommendation, ideally from core faculty members that you really excelled at, either in your junior year, and because of the pandemic, it may be acceptable for the sophomore year. We do not recommend using senior recommenders because they haven't really had a chance to know you that well. And normally, you do want to ask these letters of recommendation to come through the end by this time, by May of the junior year, so that your recommenders really have an opportunity to work on these letters of recommendation over the summertime. Now, when you ask these recommenders to kindly write your letter of recommendation, you want to make sure that you give them information to use, such as a brag sheet. This is normally like a one or a two pager that you are highlighting your strengths, how you excelled. You're talking about your accomplishments, why you are asking them to write your letter of recommendation. And then you want to give each recommender their very own brag sheet, and your counselor as well should receive a brag sheet too. Along with the brag sheet, you want to make sure that you do give them your resume. So they have a brag sheet and a resume. If you're using Naviance, pro tip, there's an actual downloadable brag sheet you can use inside Naviance. Now, a lot of high schools, they actually have their own way and their own step-by-step guidelines for asking for these recommenders. And some high schools, like LASA in Austin, will actually not allow you to ask for letters from recommenders until you are a rising or until the senior year has started. So keep in mind you need to follow your high school's policies and protocols for asking for these recommendation letters. Again, though, the good news is if your high school doesn't really have a protocol for that, and it is kind of open season to go ahead and verbally ask and get on a short list of folks that your faculty members will be writing letters for you, then go ahead and do that now. They can work on this recommendation letter over the summer. When you return as a senior, that's one less thing that you actually have to worry about. Now, they are not submitting those letters of recommendation yet, obviously, because applications haven't even opened. But to get a very nice custom letter that does take time, let them have time over the summer to work on that. And you want to be very, very gracious for their time. These faculty members are volunteering their time to work on this letter for you. They're not paid extra. And a lot of times they're doing these letters outside of the classroom on their free time, possibly on a weekend or sometime in the evening when it's during the school year. So they are graciously donating their time to write you a letter to help you get into college. Now, also want to keep in mind that, when you follow up with them, once those letters are done, you'll definitely want to give them a handwritten thank you note as well, just thanking them for their time. So, hopefully, you enjoyed this tip. For more tips, make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and click subscribe, leave us a question or a comment. And hope you guys have a wonderful day. The mission for Access College America is to help our scholars prepare, apply, and achieve. Look forward to having you in one of our webinar series too. Have a good one. Bye-bye.